I love you so much, let's get lawyers involved. But it really is testament that you can never say never about anything. I would have sworn I would never do that. But it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna have at least probably a year and a half to panic before it happens. But it's all good, he's amazing, we have a great life, and he does the dishes. So not domestic. I'm the kind of person, if something drops in the floor, I'm like, you should put some orange cones around that. I'm just not, the only domestic thing I like to do is I like to do the laundry. I find it soothing. You can watch television and fold one shirt an hour. Like, it's very leisurely. It's not a very, like, active chore, but I'm not good at anything else. And also, I'm a panicker. He's calm. Like, find your opposite and you'll be very happy. So guys, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here, and it's early, and it's a pretty full panel, so I'm stoked to see you all. So we're going to play a little game I like to call the World's Shittiest Game Show. Have you ever played that? Yeah. It's not great. Can you believe it? I love milk duds so much. I went into my neighborhood store and asked for them, and somebody behind me said that they were old man candy. Fucking kids. Okay. Let's see. So how this works is, I'm gonna pick a number between 1 and 150. I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper. And every time you know it's very hard to talk with in your mouth. Every time you engage me at one of these microphones, ask me anything you want. This is actually a good time because I'm most vulnerable. So you're gonna ask me anything, I'll probably answer it. Any comment, anything you want to say at one of these mics, make a guess at that number, and whoever wins something shitty from my bag. This is what it is. I'll write this down. Oh, somebody has to be in charge of where the pin is, because I lose it every... Alright, thanks. So the number is... We'll never get. Okay, let's see what's in this bag. The pandemic really messed everything up. It used to be like a handful of vitamin C with an old chapstick. We can't do that anymore. Hold on, let's see what we got. A charger cord. Oh! This is a good one. This is, it's a SAG-AFTRA pin for, like, pro stripe. So you can either get a stripe pin. Let's see what else in here. Can't have that. Hello. Whose keys are these? Two New Year's Eve ago, I was up in Canada and got home with somebody else's keys in my pocket. I know. It sounds sexier than it is. I don't know. They must have been on the table, and you know you're in that drunk phase where you're like, oh, those must belong to me. Ty's the world's worst at it. Like, whenever we leave a place, he has like 7 people's phones in his pocket. Let's see what else we have. Some valve. Oh, no, you can't have that. Hold on. Oh, I know. There actually is something good in here that's not so shitty. There's a little Louis Vuitton, kind of flowery smell tester, cologne tester. So you can either win that. Hold on. You can't have that. Hold on for a second. It's in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So one of you can win. That's actually like $30 for the cologne. It's so perfect. Okay. Anyway, so it's in this bag, so you can either have the strike pin or that. So let's get this game show going. Hey guys, I'm DJ Qualls. Welcome to the World's Shittiest Game Show. Let's play. And I'm gonna take a bottle of ink, the cork fell off, and you stink. Hey!
Good morning.
How are you?
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Question I have is, what's your favorite hobby?
My favorite what? Hobby. Ooh. Something dirty just popped in my head, but it's not. So I won't say that. I'm an art collector. And I spend a lot of time learning and learning about art, going to museums. So I really like that. And it's a solo hobby because I hate going to museums with people because I feel like, you know, they don't want to be there, and then I get mad. But I really, really like it, and it's a really good hobby for actors. We're nomadic, and I'm usually somewhere in a city where I don't live by myself. So it's a really good sort of self-date thing. So that's my actual favorite hobby. What's your favorite hobby?
I collect comic books.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorites. Like Magic Gathering comic books.
See, I think that is so sexy. People who have a passion for something, I think it's very sexy. I think it's a really cool trait to have. Like, I hate the word guilty pleasure so much because if you like it and it's not hurting anybody, it's not hurting you shouldn't be guilty about it. It's a way of shitting on your own whatever to try to be cool. And I don't like it. Hey, what's your guess?
76.
76. What's your name?
Connor.
All right, Connor. You didn't win. I wouldn't tell you to do it. Hello.
Hey DJ, it's Tracy.
Hi.
So,
I meant to tell you I like your dress.
hi, thank you. I just found it when I was looking for loud dresses.
Let's get loud.
So piggybacking on the his thing real quick, one of my favorite hobbies is listening to podcasts, like the Locked and Loaded pod with DJ and Kelly.
Thank you. It's the most, so I have a podcast, it's free if you want to listen to it, it's on iTunes, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and it is the most fun I've ever had professionally. It's like this, but I don't change any of the name. It's my most honest I could possibly be.
It's amazing.
I love it.
So my question, as given yesterday's announcement,
Uh-huh.
what was the proposal like?
It was interesting. I did not react well. So we went to I went to what I thought was like a birthday / graduation party, and it was, but it was supposed to be, I was supposed to be proposed to there, and there's like 40 people were on the beach in Vancouver, and this big elaborate beach setup. It was gorgeous, and this drunk guy at the party next to us wandered over, and he was too drunk to be with his own friends. They threw him away, and so I picked him up, and he was like, "Can I join your party?" And I'm like, "That makes perfect sense, of course." This guy started to fight with every man in our party, so I messed it up. Then I got into a high-stakes beer pong tournament where I was calling everybody bitches and hoes. Very competitive, so I messed it up again. And then we were breaking it down.
Too, and I
so
have to
was
go
like, let's
piss.
have a bunch of people,
It's all right.
all these people back to our place. I'm like,
Sorry,
nope.
you're fine.
I do not want all these people back to our house. I'm tired. I'm like, be nice. And so I'm in the living room. It's like 8 or 9 at night. I'm in the living room, and everybody else, we have this big outdoor rooftop patio, and everybody's out there, and then he comes in, and everybody comes in behind him, and he does this, and I'm like, look at that! Look at that! And so people that get proposed to and who do this, yes, they know. People that do this, the photos are hysterical because all the photos are like this. I had my hands on my face for like 3 hours after that. But anyway, it's happening, and I love them, and when you find the person, it's right, you do it. But yeah. But you cannot surprise me because I will wreck it every time. It's his own fault. There was a beer pong tournament going on. What am I supposed to do with that? I have to play. I'm surprisingly good at beer pong. Who knew? I didn't. But also it's hysterical because Ty is a big burly guy and he's terrible at bar games, and I'm good at bar games. It makes me so happy. What's your, I know your name. What's your guess?
We'll do 123.
123, thank you so much. When the World Shoots Game Show. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Good, thanks. My question is, what is the smallest hill you will die on?
The smallest hill I will die. Oh, so many small hills. That's a really good question. It happens a lot when I'm on set. I will be convinced that I have something like, because you know, there's a continuity person, that's the supervisor, and I always, like, I'll have something in my left hand, and then we'll pick up the scene at another place, like, she's like, it wasn't your right hand, it was your left hand. I wrong every time. Every time I'm like, why would I have it in my left hand? I'm right-handed. It's always in my left hand. And so I die on this hill and never learn from it, ever. I'm like, this makes no sense. That's the other thing. That's my brain always says, I would never do that. Of course I would, I always do it. My sister, I once said to my sister, I feel like my biggest problem is that nobody really understands me, and she said this, or maybe everybody understands you, maybe that's your biggest problem. Yeah, I'm a hill dyer. I really am a hill dyer. I don't want to be a hill dyer, but I am a hill dyer. But I'm also a big apologizer. I'm an easy apologizer, because I have to a lot, because I'm wrong all the time. What's your name and your guess?
My name is Anna, and my guess is 113.
That's my sister's name. You're a good company. She's awesome. Hello.
Hello, Jen DJ.
How are you?
Yeah. I'm of course celebrating my birthday this week.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. And all the characters you play, which one do you think would be the most fun at the party?
Ooh. All the characters I played, who do I think would be the most fun at a party? Oh my god, that's really good. Well, not Garth, because he gets loaded so quick. Probably the character I played from Legit. I think he was such a, like, he was really funny. And I love playing him. But also the character that I play in Lone Star State of Mind, who's the dumbest person that you've ever met. Also, he's actually basically after my cousin Steve. Don't tell Steve. But I think probably it would be a redneck character. I do love rednecks, and I love them when they get drunk and act stupid. What's your guess?
Well, I'm gonna go with the birthday, 56.
56. Well, happy birthday! Do you guys like celebrating your birthdays? I've never liked it. I hate attention that I can't control. Like when I'm in a restaurant and somebody, like I once went to my 40th, I went to Dodger Stadium and they put me on the Jumbotron and I got mad. I got really mad about it. Because Dodger Stadium is my happy place. Hello.
How are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Fuck, marry, kill. Jensen?
Ooh.
Lisa? Or Jared?
Oh my god, fuck Ray Bill, Nisha, Jensen, or Jared. Oh, definitely would have to Nisha. He's so cute. Let's see. So I would have sex with Jensen. Can I have sex with Jared too? Jokes. Jared actually is like my brother. But I am from Tennessee. So I don't want to have to kill anybody, but I would have to kill Jensen. Here's why. Because I have to have sex with Nisha. And because Jared and I used to be neighbors when we lived in Vancouver, and we would go out drinking occasionally. Like I told him about my local spot, which is actually called the Moose. My local bar in Vancouver is called the Moose, and they would call me and be like, Jared Padalecki is here, and he's asking for you. Like, don't tell him you talk to me after work at 5:30 in the morning. So I would dodge him. But I love him very much. I mean, I love them all. We're on like all the actors are on the same text thread that you constantly muted, because once one of them says one thing, it's like, for like 2 hours. But I'd have to kill Jensen. I don't want to kill Jensen, but you're forcing me to kill Jensen. I definitely would have sex with Misha. Okay, what's your name and your guess?
Donna and 72.
Who would you? Okay, I'm gonna turn it on you. Who would you kill? You would kill Jared? Oh wow. Well, we have no competition with each other then. All right. I love it. Thank you. That's a good question. And it's a mean question. Hello.
Hi, I'm a third grade teacher,
and my daughter's a theater teacher in Texas.
Nice.
And I was just wondering if you were inspired by any teacher or what inspired you to become an actor?
I don't know. My dad found one of those little, you know, like when you're like in first grade, you make those little like construction paper books, like being tied with yarn. He found one, and it was like, what do you want to be when you grew up? And I guess other little boys probably like fireman, farmer, like there was a little stick figure on a stage, and that was, I wanted to be an actor when I was like 6 years old. I always wanted to do it. And I think it was because the television, my parents were super young when I was born, and like my mom was like 16 years old, my dad was 17. The television was our babysitter. And I think there's two ways you can watch TV. One way is completely passive, where you're like this. And another way was like, I saw the rest of the world and I was like, I want to experience that. Like, I want to be here. I want to go to these places. And so it really stuck with me. And so, but I didn't have the balls to sort of tell anybody I want to be an actor. It's a hard thing to sell. So I got a degree in law. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I hated it. I was mad at it. I was miserable. Everybody in law was miserable. And then I entered an ad in the newspaper. They were shooting a movie in Georgia, in Atlanta, and I went down, like, took a day off work. I was working at a personal injury law firm. You know the kind that goes, have you been injured in an accident? That was me. And I went down to like a high school gym with like 40 guys that just showed up, and we said the line was $250. So the director pointed to each of us, $250, $250. And then they came about 30 minutes later, and they were like, we're interested in you for another part. So, and I got that part. The movie made like $200 million, and now I'm here. I really think it was an example of wanting something so bad. And I'm a big believer in speaking things into existence. And I said it to myself so much. I wanted it so badly that it happened. And now I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I would recommend it. When people ask me, like, what I have advice for young actors, I'm like, don't do it unless you absolutely have to. These people are nuts. I can't stand actors. And I'm married one. What's the name of your guest?
Nancy and 17.
Nancy and 17. Yeah, I don't have a lot of actor friends, but others in the cast, and I'm married one. But I don't really hang out with them outside of this. Hi.